Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So actually there was something I wanted to share. As you know, the Microsoft build is going on, and I think the whole event is of 9 hours, so I'm trying to pull out the important events which are relevant to us from that Microsoft build event. But one of the thing that was very interesting is the CTO of Microsoft was talking about the compute which was used for GPT-3, GPT-4, and now is being used for GPT-5, and that gives a very good analogy of how much powerful GPT-5 is gonna be. I think it is way powerful than we are thinking. So first have a listen, then we'll talk.
Really beautiful relationship right now between the sort of exponential progression of compute that we're applying to building the platform, to the capability and power of the platform that we get. And I just wanted to, sort of without mentioning numbers, which is sort of hard to do, to give you all an idea of the scaling of these systems. So in 2020, we built our first AI supercomputer for OpenAI. It's the supercomputing environment that trained GPT-3. And so, we're going to just choose marine wildlife as our scale marker. So you can think of that system about as big as a shark. So the next system that we built, scale-wise, is about as big as an orca, and that is the system that we delivered in 2022 that trained GPT-4. The system that we have just deployed is, scale-wise, about as big as a whale relative to, the shark-sized supercomputer and this orca-sized supercomputer. And it turns out, you can build a whole hell of a lot of AI with a whale-sized supercomputer. Just want everybody.
So as you saw, you could have seen that. Let me just, go back to that frame. Yeah, this one. Now as you can see, this difference in scale, the first one is the GPT-3, second one is GPT-4, and third one is GPT-5. So it's, I think, many times bigger than GPT-4. It's not a incremental update that we are gonna see as we have been seeing with all of these models. There is, I don't think there has been any significant improvement since the launch of GPT-4. We just see 2 to 3 percentage difference in the benchmarks and all of that. Maybe this is something that is gonna go off the charts. I'm just speculating because that is what I think we can do, but this is actually something very big. So after this, CTO will be calling Sam Altman, and he also says something about GPT-5. So let's have a listen about that as well.
You just want everybody to really be thinking clearly about, and this is going to be our segue to talking with Sam, is the next sample is coming. So this whale-sized supercomputer is hard at work right now building the next set of capabilities that we're going to put into your hands so that you all can do the next round of amazing things with it. And so with that, I'd like to bring Sam Altman to the stage. Hey, good to see you.
You too.
So, you are one of the busiest people on the planet.
Wild week.
It's a wild week. It's a wild year, man. But so I really appreciate you taking time out to chat with us today. And again, I think the progress has been stunning. So, I think the setup for introducing you onto the stage here was
I saw that big blue whale.
Yeah, you're making good use of the whale-sized computer right now. And so without getting too specific, which we can't be obviously, what are the category of things that people should be expecting over the next K months?
So the most important thing, and this sounds like the most boring, obvious, trite thing I can say, but I think it's actually much deeper than it sounds. The most important thing is that the models are just going to get smarter, generally across the board. There'll be a lot of other things too which we can talk about, but if you think about what happened from GPT-3 to 3.5 to 4, it just got smarter. And you could use it for all these things. It got a little more robust, it got much safer, both because the model got smarter and we put much more work into building the safety tools around it. It got more useful. But the underlying capability, this amazing emergent property of like we actually are seen to increase the general capability of the model across the board, that's going to keep happening. And the jump that we have seen in the utility that a model can deliver with each of those half-step jumps in smartness, it's quite significant each time. So as we think about the next model and the next one, and the incredible things that developers are going to build with that,
So as you heard Sam Altman say, that it may sound boring, but it is getting smarter in throughout in every other task. I think one thing that I can relate is even in the early days when we used GPT-3, it was not able to understand actually what you're gonna say. So if if it does any error, then if you try to tell it to correct your mistake, it will say that sorry, I apologize for the mistake, then it will repeat the same sentence or the same error, which is so much frustrating. With GPT-4 it reduced a lot, but still when you're coding sometimes it repeats the error and it happens, but it's very small compared to GPT-3. I think in that scenario GPT-5 is gonna improve. It's gonna actually understand what the intent of the user is, and it's gonna give better results out of it. So that is something that I am thinking that will improve in GPT-5. What's your thinking? What you think will improve in GPT-5? What will be some of its capabilities? If you have some, you can share it down in the comments and I'll have a read. So this was just a quick update that I wanted to share. I hope you like this video. See you soon in next video. So like and subscribe this channel.